Hey guys, Seth Lee here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now in today's video we have a bunch of news to cover, so I just want to go ahead and hop right into it and cover this for you guys. So starting out, I saw a lot of different people saying that there were new modes added to private matches that included Battle Royale, the normal one, Team Deathmatch, Gun Run, and Control. People were saying, including Gaming Merchant was saying, that you could now make custom matches using those modes, which would mean you would be able to make custom matches with only 6 people, because that's how many people you can play Gun Run with. Well, I went into private matches and it looks like that's just not there anymore. So maybe they accidentally added it and that's why people were seeing Team Deathmatch, Gun Run, and Control in private matches. But as of right now, that is not something you can do. At least I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm thinking maybe that will be something that will be added in the future. Maybe when the mixtape playlist does come out in about 3 weeks, maybe they will add those modes into custom matches, which would make it really cool because you would only need 6 people to run a Gun Run custom match. But we'll just have to wait and see, because as of right now, that is not in the game. Next, I wanted to go over something just real quick to remind you guys. Apex Legends tweeted out, don't forget, tune into your favorite streamers this week to earn Twitch drops. You can unlock Apex packs, loading screens, and some adorable weapon charms each day. So if you guys do want to go ahead and get free Apex packs, that is one way to do it. Just watch streamers that have drops enabled. Next, I wanted to go over something. If you guys didn't see my last video, I covered the new Team Deathmatch update that did come out, making it so it is no longer 3 rounds and it is 1 round. Well, because they made this update so quickly, they were not able to fix the UI. So as of right now, it is not accurate for Team Deathmatch. So they did add this to the dev tracker. It says UI is not accurate for Team Deathmatch, and it is coming in a future patch. So I'm assuming probably in the next update, or as soon as they possibly can, they will fix that UI for Team Deathmatch, but it's not a big deal. I'm just glad they quickly made the change. Instead of 3 rounds, it is now 1 round with 50 kills. Next, I wanted to go over something I saw from a dev on Twitter, Morgan Baker, I thought was really cool. So obviously there are a bunch of new heirloom animations for Wraith, and in this heirloom animation update, there is one that is pretty cool. It's kind of rare, and you do hand signs, and it turns out that is actually ASL, I'm pretty sure, because Morgan Baker, a dev, a game's accessibility lead at EA, who is actually deaf, tweeted out saying, fun fact, I was the reference for this animation in Apex Legends. Love seeing sign language in game. I thought that was really cool, so I had to let you guys know about that. And speaking of sign language, I saw something on Reddit that I thought I would cover. Somebody said, can I get visual audio for deaf people? Please Respawn. And I'll show on screen right now. As you guys can see, they have this in Fortnite where it shows that there are footsteps, and it shows you the direction in which those footsteps are coming from. Well, this is actually for deaf people, and I think that is actually a great accessibility update that should be added. However, people in the replies of the Reddit post pointed out people would just abuse it. Even if they weren't deaf, they would use it so they can actually hear footsteps or see where footsteps are coming from when you wouldn't normally be able to hear them too well. So I don't know if that's something Respawn will actually add to Apex, but I thought it would cover since some people were asking for it. Next, I wanted to go over something that Kral Rindo tweeted out, and he tweeted this out about 1 a.m. He said a new Apex update is planned for today, and he did tweet that out after the Team Deathmatch update came out, so it does seem like there might actually be a new update coming out today, and if there is, I'll make sure to cover that for you guys later on in the day. My guess is that it will likely include a bunch of bug fixes and things like that just to smooth out Season 16 overall, but we'll just have to wait and see until that comes out. Next, I wanted to go over something that came from the lead animator at Respawn, Moipara. He tweeted out saying, yes, Caustic got an updated character select, but he wasn't the only one. In order to accommodate for the new UI elements, we made a few adjustments to the character select animations. All of them, in fact. Some are just a lot more apparent than others, and as you guys can see, it is very clear that Caustic did get a new one, which I think is actually pretty cool. Moipara went on to say most animations in the game need to be able to play well from any perspective. Think of a run cycle, for instance. Then there are some that are animated specifically to camera. When the camera angle changes, the original intended animation becomes different and needs adjusting. He said, depending on the action, this may require huge adjustments, and others may require something as simple as eye direction changes, but rest assured, all animations had to change even a little bit in order to compensate for an angle change and UI update. So as you guys can see, just a slight change for Watson there, but he did update every single one of the Legend Select animations, just some are more noticeable than others. He went on to say, with Caustic, while I really like the animation I did for him years ago, I felt this was a good opportunity to add just an extra beat of him interacting with his gas canister to round up his intro just a bit more without completely changing the classic animation we all liked. So that is cool that they had to figure out and brainstorm how to make these updates to character select animations to better suit the Season 16 Legend Select screen. And speaking of Legend Select screens and the updates made to these character animations, it does seem there is actually a small bug for Maggie. When she does crack the screen in her Legend Select animations, it is now cut off since they moved it to the right. So that is interesting. I think they will fix that. It is really small, but somebody on Reddit noticed it and pointed pointed it out. Next, I wanted to go over some other pretty big news in the world of developers. So Alpha Intel tweeted out many former Apex Legends developers who left Respawn over the past year or so have announced a new game studio called Wildlight Entertainment, and they are already working on a new game. And this includes people like Jason McCord as well as Chad Grenier, people we all knew from Apex Legends and working at Respawn. Well, they are working at this new developing studio called Wildlight Entertainment, so I'm excited to see what they do in the future and what game they are working on. Next, I wanted to go over the Nemesis. A lot of people have agreed that it is pretty overpowered and in the future it does need a nerf. Well, I think Respawn has already planned that. Obviously, when they release it, they do want it to be very powerful so people will use it in the new season. Well, somebody posted on Reddit asking what types of nerfs people think the Nemesis deserves. Well, I wanted to go over a few of these since I thought it was kind of interesting. Somebody said make it take more charges to max out its speed, which I thought was interesting, but one that got a lot of upvotes is they said decrease the damage by 1 and make it so it only charges when hitting a target. So that would be a pretty big nerf for the Nemesis. Now, I'm not too sure if all of that is needed. I'm thinking maybe just the damage, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm almost 100% positive sometime during Season 16, the Nemesis will get a nerf. We'll just have to wait and see to see how big of a nerf it will be. Next, I wanted to go over something I saw on Reddit as well that I thought was pretty cool. And they made a post saying the TDM map everyone wanted but didn't get, and it is a picture of Fragment East. And while we do have some pretty good TDM maps right now, like Skulltown and a few others, I think a TDM map of Fragment East would actually be perfect for the new mode. So I'm really hoping they do add more TDM maps in the future like Fragment East. I think that would be a great addition to the mode. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. It is the best way to support me and it's completely free. But it's been your boy Seth Lee, and I'm out.